All right, guys, you should have grabbed on your way in your RAFT literature portfolio review sheet. We're going to go over this sheet today, and what we're going to do is use our RAFT method to join several types of activities for your final portfolio for this semester. If you remember when we originally discussed RAFT, it stands for Role, Audience, Format, Topic. And in this project that you're going to do, we're going to change the way that the roles of these people who are going to become our writers, how they change. So for our story Macbeth, we're going to take our character of Macbeth. He's going to have our main role and be our writer, and he's going to be writing to the witches. Now, you remember the witches came upon him and his friend at the beginning of it, and they said some shady things to him, things that he wasn't sure what they meant, okay? You're going to have Macbeth tweet to these witches. Now, you remember your rules for tweeting. We learned that in the tech portion of our class. You have 140 characters. You need to come up with a really cool name for Macbeth and the witches, because you're going to have them do a tweet war. They're going to go back and forth talking, and our topic for them is going to be, what did you call me? What did you call me? And who remembers what the witches called Macbeth when they saw him? They called him Thane. And he was very confused by this. So your tweet war between Macbeth and the witches is going to have to do with what they called him. And you're going to bring in areas of the book in your tweets. I want you to use hashtags. You can bring in other characters and they can be part of the conversation, like Barquo, Macbeth's friend. Okay, so you are going to do a full page tweet back and forth between Macbeth and the witches, but your topic, what did you call me? For Pride and Prejudice, the second novel we studied this semester, we're going to take the role of Elizabeth Bennet as writer this time. You're going to write as Elizabeth Bennet. Now she is going to be talking to the townspeople of the little place that she lives near. Now we know that Elizabeth Bennet, is a very opinionated woman. She is going to write a newspaper article. So again, you should remember how to format a newspaper article. It's actually going to be a editorial in the newspaper. And we know that since Elizabeth's very opinionated, she should have no problem doing this. Now you need to remember how you need to format and edit a paper. It's not going to just be one sheet. You can have columns, you can have rows. Elizabeth is going to talk about books and female education. So in her article, her editorial, she is going to have this discussion. Okay? So our next novel, Beowulf, we read. Grendel. We know that Grendel, from many of the peer-reviewed articles, sometimes gets a bad rap, and we discussed whether he really should have that bad rap or not. So he is going to be talking to Beowulf. So he is taking the role of the writer. His audience is Beowulf. Okay? He is going to write him a formal letter. Now again, we talked about different ways of writing. You need to remember your heading, your postscript if you have one. If you have Grendel's mother type it for him, you know how to go in and format when somebody else types a letter for you. And his message is going to be, you need to see my side of the story. So in this formal letter to Beowulf, Grendel is going to write about his side of the story, why he is the way he is, why he treats people the way he does, his relationship with his mom, Okay? So his role, again, is to write to Beowulf in the form of a letter, and his topic is you need to see my side of the story. So the last novel that I have listed is Romeo and Juliet. So our writer is going to be Juliet for this part of your portfolio. And she is going to be talking to herself. And there's many ways we've talked about you can journal, you can write a diary. She is actually, even though she's going to be writing to herself, she is going to blog. So you're going to make a blog post as Juliet, okay? And in this blog post, her topic is going to be my short romance. Now, since Romeo and Juliet has so many different themes, you have the option of picking any theme from that short romance between Juliet and Romeo, okay? So we're going to take our RAFT and create new documents, and we're going to put all those documents together to create your final portfolio for the second semester. Now I have one more blank that says your choice. What you're going to be able to do is you're going to be able to pick one of the other two novels that we have, pick any character from it, tell who they want to write to, preferably another character or themselves, pick a different way to format the writing, so that way and pick one of the ones that we've used this year, okay? Just pick for them away, and then pick up a topic that's interesting, that can explain the book, explain the character, explain their feelings, how they think, their relationships within the book. Okay, and then once all of these are done, we're going to put them together for that final portfolio. Now this, your choice, is what I want you to get together in your groups right now to brainstorm. These are going to be due in several weeks when we turn in that final portfolio, so you're going to have time to work on these. But brainstorm with your groups right now, your favorite characters from the last two books, who you think they should talk to, the ways you want to have them talk, and the topic that you're going to have them do that. So we're going to take up the rest of the class time doing that. And then once you've chosen, I want you to come up and bring your work to me so I can okay that you've definitely come up with new and exciting ideas and that everybody doesn't have the same exact idea. All right, get to work.